When speaking with a customer about installing ceiling fans, it's important to understand that they are looking for a ballpark estimate. It is difficult to provide an exact quote without seeing the specific conditions of the job site, but you can offer a range based on comparable jobs you've completed in the past. Emphasize your team's experience in attic accessible fan installations and your commitment to providing exceptional workmanship. Specifically state what services you offer. Firstly, a professional inspection and assessment of the attic space. Secondly, the removal and disposal of existing fans, if that's necessary. Thirdly, the installation of the customer-supplied fans according to industry standards. Fourthly, thorough testing and safety checks. Fifthly, a comprehensive warranty on labor and materials. Reinforce the idea that every home is different and your services are tailored to meet the customer's specific needs. Your goal is to ensure that the ceiling fans are installed seamlessly and operate safely for years to come. Explain that you offer competitive rates that reflect your expertise and commitment to quality. Your pricing includes hourly labor charge, materials such as electrical wire and mounting hardware, time spent on site, and warranty coverage. Explain that by choosing you, the customer can trust that the ceiling fans will be installed to the highest standards, adding both comfort and value to their home. Offer to schedule a site visit to provide a more accurate estimate and discuss the customer's specific requirements further. When talking with a customer, it is important to address key points and handle objections. The customer's main concerns are usually price, quality, and timeline. Be transparent about your pricing structure. Explain your hourly rate and how you estimate the total project cost. Break down the cost of materials, labor, and any additional fees. Highlight the quality of your work. Explain that you are a licensed and insured electrician with years of experience. Show examples of past projects and positive customer reviews. Describe the installation process and the safety measures you take. Provide a realistic timeline for the project. Consider potential delays such as unforeseen electrical issues or material shortages. Be upfront about the estimated completion date and keep the customer informed of any changes. Here are some common objections and how to handle them. Firstly, your price is too high. Acknowledge the customer's concern and explain the value of your services. Emphasize the quality of your workmanship, your experience, and the warranty you offer. Compare your price to the cost of hiring an unqualified electrician who may not do the job correctly. Secondly, I can get the job done cheaper elsewhere. Ask the customer to provide details about the other quote. Compare the services and materials included in each quote. Explain the potential risks of hiring a less expensive electrician who may not be licensed or insured. Thirdly, I don't need a permit for this job. Explain that electrical work often requires permits to ensure safety and compliance with local codes. Explain that pulling permits protects the customer from liability and ensures that the work is inspected by a qualified professional. Fourthly, I can install the fan myself. Acknowledge that some customers may be comfortable with basic electrical work. Explain the risks of DIY electrical projects such as electric shock, fire hazards, and code violations. Emphasize the importance of hiring a qualified electrician to ensure safety and proper installation. To build trust and rapport, communicate clearly and professionally. Use clear and concise language that the customer can understand. Avoid technical jargon or complex explanations. Be responsive to the customer's questions and concerns. Respond promptly to phone calls, emails, and text messages. Be patient and respectful, even if the customer is demanding or difficult. Remember to focus on customer satisfaction. Your goal is to provide a positive experience for the customer. Go above and beyond to meet their needs and exceed their expectations. Follow up with the customer after the job is completed to ensure that they are satisfied with your work. By addressing these key points and handling objections effectively, you can increase your chances of winning the job and building a long-term relationship with the customer. When discussing ceiling fan installation, be prepared to address various technical aspects. Firstly, discuss the wiring requirements. Explain the different types of wiring used for ceiling fans, such as 12/2 and 14/2 cable. Explain the importance of using the correct wire gauge and type for the application. Discuss the National Electrical Code NEC requirements for wiring ceiling fans, referencing specific sections such as 314.27 for outlet box support and 404.2 for switch requirements. Secondly, address the mounting options. Explain the different types of mounting hardware available for ceiling fans, such as downrods, flush mounts, and angled mounts. Discuss the factors to consider when choosing the right mounting hardware, such as ceiling height, ceiling slope, and fan weight. Explain the importance of properly securing the fan to the ceiling joist or support structure. Thirdly, discuss the electrical connections. Explain the proper way to make electrical connections for ceiling fans using wire connectors or crimp connectors. Emphasize the importance of following the manufacturer's instructions for wiring the fan. Explain the importance of grounding the fan properly to prevent electrical shock. Fourthly, address the fan controls. Explain the different types of fan controls available, such as pull chains, wall controls, and remote controls. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of each type of control. Explain how to wire and install the fan controls properly. Fifthly, discuss the energy efficiency. Explain the energy efficiency features of modern ceiling fans, such as Energy Star ratings and DC motors. Discuss the benefits of using energy-efficient ceiling fans, such as lower energy bills and reduced environmental impact. Explain how to choose the right size and type of fan for the room to maximize energy efficiency. Sixthly, discuss the safety considerations. Emphasize the importance of safety when installing and operating ceiling fans. Explain the potential hazards of working with electricity, such as electric shock and fire. Explain the importance of following safety precautions, such as turning off the power before working on the electrical system and wearing appropriate personal protective equipment. Refer to relevant NEC articles related to safety, such as 110.27 for guarding of live parts and 250.4 for grounding requirements. Seventhly, discuss the troubleshooting. Explain common problems that can occur with ceiling fans, such as wobbling, noise, and light flickering. Discuss the steps to troubleshoot these problems and identify the cause. Explain how to repair or replace faulty components, such as the motor, switch, or capacitor. Eighthly, discuss the code compliance. Explain the importance of complying with all applicable electrical codes and regulations when installing ceiling fans. Discuss the requirements for permits, inspections, and licensing. Explain the potential consequences of violating electrical codes, such as fines, penalties, and liability. Ninthly, discuss the warranty. Explain the warranty coverage for the ceiling fan and the installation work. Discuss the terms and conditions of the warranty, such as the duration, coverage, and exclusions. Explain the process for filing a warranty claim if necessary. Tenthly, discuss the maintenance. Explain the importance of regular maintenance to keep the ceiling fan operating properly. Discuss the steps to clean the fan blades, lubricate the motor, and tighten the screws. Explain how to identify and address potential problems before they become major issues. By addressing these technical aspects, you can demonstrate your expertise and build trust with the customer. This will help you to win the job and ensure that the ceiling fan is installed safely and correctly. When estimating the cost of a ceiling fan installation, consider the following factors. Firstly, the type of fan. Different types of fans have different installation requirements. For example, a fan with a light kit will require more wiring than a fan without a light kit. A fan with a remote control will require additional components and programming. Secondly, the ceiling height. High ceilings may require the use of a downrod, which will add to the cost of the installation. The longer the downrod, the more expensive it will be. Thirdly, the ceiling slope. Sloped ceilings may require the use of an angled mount, which will also add to the cost of the installation. The steeper the slope, the more specialized the mount will need to be. Fourthly, the existing wiring. If the existing wiring is not up to code, it will need to be replaced, which will add to the cost of the installation. Older homes may have outdated wiring that needs to be upgraded. Fifthly, the accessibility. If the attic is difficult to access, it will take longer to install the fan, which will increase the labor cost. Obstacles such as insulation, ductwork, and limited space can make the job more challenging. Sixthly, the location. The location of the fan can also affect the cost of the installation. Fans that are installed in hard-to-reach areas, such as over stairs or in vaulted ceilings, will be more expensive to install. Seventhly, the permit. In some jurisdictions, a permit is required to install a ceiling fan. The cost of the permit will vary depending on the location. Eighthly, the labor. The labor cost will vary depending on the electrician's hourly rate and the complexity of the installation. Experienced electricians will typically charge more per hour. Ninthly, the materials. The cost of materials will include the cost of the fan, the wiring, the mounting hardware, and any other necessary components. High-quality materials will generally cost more. Tenthly, the warranty. A warranty will protect you against defects in workmanship and materials. The cost of a warranty will vary depending on the length of the warranty and the coverage provided. To provide an accurate estimate, it is important to carefully assess the job site and consider all of these factors. It is also a good idea to get multiple quotes from different electricians to ensure that you are getting a fair price. When speaking with the customer, explain each of these cost factors and why they are important. This will help the customer to understand the estimate and make an informed decision. Remember to factor in your overhead costs such as insurance, vehicle expenses, and advertising. You also need to factor in a profit margin to ensure that your business is sustainable. By carefully considering all of these factors, you can provide an accurate and competitive estimate that will help you win the job. When discussing the warranty, be specific about what is covered and what is not. Explain the length of the warranty and the process for filing a claim. Assure the customer that you stand behind your work and will do everything possible to ensure their satisfaction.